Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Wednesday, September 27th, 2017. Good afternoon, good morning. I want to spend just a couple of moments with you, sort of piggybacking off of the other day's perspective about your thinking circle, and is it diverse enough? Because, and I'm specifically speaking to those in any kind of leadership role. If you have a platform of authority, a platform of influence, okay, with people, you know, what's your circle? Who's in your circle? Look at your circle. And the reason I say that is because you cannot lead people where you have not been. You just can't do that. It becomes like the blind leading the blind. You cannot lead where you have not been. So it becomes imperative that we who are in leadership roles or positions make the first move and continue to grow ourselves. I had a conversation last week with someone who was seriously considering filing a formal complaint because he had not been passed over. He had not been considered for a position, promotion. And so when I asked, what have you done to prepare for the position? What makes you more qualified? What makes you stand out? Why are you not average? What excels you above the rest of those who, you know, were in the running? You know, he really didn't have a good answer for me other than he had been there the longest, as in tenure. He's been there a while, and he's been there quite a while. And so when I challenged him to put himself in a position to be promoted, to put yourself in a position to be considered, I didn't just stop with him. I wanted to know who his supervisor was, because when you have someone in your area, in your shop, in your classroom, in your school, who, hey, Pam, when you have someone that has been in the same position doing the same thing for a while, now if they're content and fat and happy and they could care less about moving or transitioning or climbing anybody's ladder, then okay, that's fine. That is what they desire. They're satisfied, they're content. And you know, who am I to put my expectations on someone? You're not in that position unless you can see things in them and you can encourage them to stretch themselves. But as leaders, as supervisors, you have to ask those who are surrounding you, good morning, sweetheart. Look, what's going on with you? Have you put yourself in a position to be uncomfortable? Have you put yourself in a position that pulls and demands more from you to get outside of your comfort zone? I will always say that comfort zones are prison zones, period. Period. You're nice and comfortable and fat and happy and snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, you are locking and handcuffing and shackling yourself to what you really might not want to be shackled to, mediocrity. Okay, if you have not put yourself in a position to be uncomfortable, I am so comfortable being uncomfortable. That's because Eric is a learner. He pulls on himself. He demands more of himself. He stretches himself. That is the hallmark of a leader. You cannot lead where you have not been. And if you do not know how to walk others through being uncomfortable, if you do not know how to pull them through the fact that yes, you will be comfortable, you will be uncomfortable, yes, it will grind on you, yes, it will make you nervous, yes, it will make you fearful. If you cannot let others know that they need to expect that, then when they get in there, they lose it because no one prompted them for that. Leaders have been somewhere, and so it becomes easier to pull someone through on that. So you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be in a position where someone is pulling from you and demanding more from you and stretching you before you can tell someone, oh yeah, you need to do that. You got anything else for me? You got any more tidbits for me other than I need to do that? Help them, prep them, let them know that this is not going to be an easy walk, but it is so worth it to get past, to get beyond, to go through the levels of discomfort that are absolutely going to come. You need to prepare them. You need to prepare them, widen their circle, that things are going to change. I can't be your peer for the last 5 years and then tomorrow I'm now your supervisor unless I have prepared for that change. Okay, because if you remain in that peer mode, but you have the responsibilities and the authority as a lead, that's about to go really wrong really quickly. Okay, there has to be a change. There must be a change. Or why would you get the promotion? Why is there such a thing as a supervisor? So the mindset has to be go, show, and teach. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for helping me out. You're so right. You have to live something before you demand it of others. If not, people can see through you very, very quickly. If all you have is an academic pedigree but no experience to back that up, you cannot lead me. You can't do it. Good morning, Margaret. And good afternoon. I see Anand from Mumbai was on, so good afternoon. So listen, I'm asking you about your circle as a leader, as a person of influence. I'm asking you about your circle and demanding that you put yourself in a position to grow and be stretched. When we started in July, planning for the remaining 5 months of the year, August, September, October, November, December, in those 5 areas. September was my month for my professional stretch. And I have been uncomfortable the entire month because I intentionally and deliberately put in for an executive leadership program, got selected, jumped into the program, and it is to say intense, that would be an understatement. There is a lot being demanded of me, and I am absolutely outside of my comfort zone, but so grateful that I intentionally, deliberately put myself in a position to be uncomfortable. I have surrounded myself with it in this program. I am surrounded by completely different experiences and people that bring those different experiences. They think differently. Hey, Mishima, talking about that. So we come from different backgrounds. I am not always the lead, and that is a good thing for those who are typically in leadership positions. You need to sit back, listen and learn, observe, watch, experience, and continue growing the tools that are in your toolkit. If you are in a leadership position of any sort, a position of influence with any platform, make sure you are stretching yourselves or you have nothing to give. You have nothing to give. If you have been complacent and cannot answer those questions, what makes you stand out? What makes you the absolute best qualified person for this position? Don't put yourself in that position where I spoke with that man and all he had to give me was, he's been there the longest. Okay, that's not impressive enough for me to even begin selecting you. My heart aches for the humanitarian crisis that is erupting in Puerto Rico. No communication still. How do I best serve here? Lily, I think that is a phenomenal question. Let me tell you, sometimes, and this is not just for you, this is all of us, we can look out there and get absolutely overwhelmed by all that is going on. Overwhelmed to the point where we retreat and do nothing because it's just too much. Oh my goodness, what can I do? I can't do anything. And so we do nothing. Let me tell you right there. You do what you can, where you are, with what you have, and with whom you are surrounded by. So I need you to think and look. Surround yourself with other thinkers. What can you do right there in New York? You have family, you have friends in Puerto Rico, you have associates that know of someone. You have enough reach with those you serve, the educators alone. You have enough reach to look back and think. Get some other thinkers around you. What can I do? I'm not going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to dial my vision back because I can't help all of Puerto Rico. Okay, we already know that. But you have been placed and positioned in a spot strategically right here, right now where you are. Look around, ask around. I need you to get quiet and think about, what can I do if I were there? What would I want someone to be doing for me? What would I want someone to get to me? I need some hope, if nothing else. Okay. There are those that they have a larger platform than you do. They have a statewide, they have a nationwide platform, and the gears are already in the motion. Serving others doesn't have to be big. It just has to be intentional. Thank you, Eric. Okay, so dial it back. What can Lily do right now with where she is, with what she has? And you cannot come up with, well, I couldn't think of anything. You're not thinking deep enough. You're not thinking wide enough. You need some others in your circle who have the heart and the compassion, because you have been in a specific place for a specific reason, and it includes right now. Everyone's heart is not compassionate toward Puerto Rico. They say, oh, wow, that's too bad, and they're on to the next thing. They're going to order a latte, and that's it. If your heart is aching to help those, that's because you have exactly what it is that needs to be done. You have exactly what it is. You have exactly what it takes to be done. And that's for all of us. If our heart is aching and compassionate and we're broken for an issue, for a person, for a situation, that is because you have what it takes to help. You have what it takes to grow. You have what it takes to make a difference, to make an impact. So I don't, I'd have to think into that. But what I do know with absolute certainty is it's on your heart. Your heart is full of compassion for it. So you are the woman for the job. Not solo, but you have enough like-minded people right in your area, right at Hofstra. Oh, okay, it said I was gone. You have a large enough reach. Your circle is large enough. You've got thinkers in your circle, and they're just waiting on you. Watch. When you take that step and you open that conversation and you begin the platform, I guarantee you, cold hard cash, things are going to start happening. Things are going to start happening. That's for all of us, okay? So Lily is a leader. And her heart right now is for those who are suffering and hurting in Puerto Rico. Okay, well, guess what? She's got a job to do. And it's going to be right where she is. And it's going to make an impact. It is going to make a difference. You cannot lead others where you have not been. And Lily, you are a leader. You have led so many down the path of enlightenment and encouragement, specifically in the education realm. You'll do it again. You'll do it again. Absolutely no doubt. Okay, so look who's in your circle. Are you being stretched? Stretch yourself, Lily. Stretch your brain. Stretch your heart. Okay. Good morning, Ty. Good morning, Ty. Thank you for all who have joined me today. Push yourself. You don't have a position, a platform for the title, for the thrill of it, to be able to say, oh, yes, that's where I park. You are wasting space if that's as big as you can get. You're wasting space if that is as big as you can get. You have a purpose for being where you are, surrounded by who you're surrounded by right now. Okay? Don't waste it. Don't waste the space. I hear people already talking about, oh, 2018 is my year. You better close out 2017 with some action. You need to close out 2017 strong. We still have months left in this year. You done jump to 2018. How about we back up and do 2017 and finish strong with a plan intentionally? People are waiting on you to do something outside of do this. Hey, my twin. Okay, people are waiting on you. So roll it back from 2018 for a minute and finish strong with 2017. Yep. You sound like I got a little attitude with that. I do. I do, because we need what you have to bring to the table. We need what you're bringing to the table. So stretch yourself, get uncomfortable, get out of your comfort zone, which is that prison zone again, and put yourself in a position to be stretched where others are demanding more from you because you've got more to give. Okay, now I'm going to calm it down. I might have drank a little Exciterade this morning. Okay, so I'm going to dial it back. Lily, today is Wednesday. By Friday, I want you message me. I want to know where you're going with this. I want to know what you've come up with to start. All right. Okay, I'm done. Have a fantastic, a wonderful Wednesday. And listen, take real good care of yourselves.